Alright, let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. This is my Final Fantasy V Solo Time Mage. His name is Quick. And hopefully today we are going to be finishing this great game that we all call Final Fantasy V. I am going to create another save file just out here. Actually, let me make it this third one. Yes, because I'm going to create a couple different save files as we go along throughout the end, but here's where we will be for now, and here's a look at my character. Health is not quite full, but that's okay. Going into the Cleft, I'm at level 47 because that's going to be a good level at which to fight Apocalypse or Azul Magia, whatever you'd like to call him. Here's the equipment setup, at least for now. I'm going to be adjusting that a little bit as we go through. I've also kind of calculated my levels, and I've made a spreadsheet about how I can take on Neo Exdeath at this level, or about this level. And if I've done my math correctly, and I get good luck, it should be a manageable fight with Neo Exdeath. So, let's get down there. Let's get to it. So I worked on the Neo Exdeath spreadsheet that has everything I'll need. Yes, my other characters are dead. Has everything I'll need for this character with Neo Exdeath, where I punch in my character stats, particularly my level, and I can see what kind of multipliers I'm going to be getting at that level with my chicken knife, and also my chances to hit each of Neo Exdeath's pieces. This one I'm not going to worry about fighting. If I get a land crawl, I'll just hit him with a quick X-Zone spell. That's something that they are weak to. That's an instant death spell that the Time Mage does have. There's a few different things I'm going to try with this one. I'm going to try to take down Twintania in a less cheesy way. But if I can't after a couple of attempts, then I will take him down in a cheesy way. And just do something like cast X-Zone or hit him with the Assassin Dagger while he's charging up for Giga Flare, which is kind of the standard way to do it. Notice my my character is dashing. I did, at the beginning of the game, I'm going to get out of these battles because they have a chance to use Roulette, which is an instant game over for me. And actually, the level checker enemies won't be very dangerous for me because 47 is a very carefully planned level that can be hit by none of the level targeting spells. So my character is completely immune to level 2 Old, level 3 Flare, level 4 Quarter, and level 5 Death. One of the reasons I have my level set where it is, because a few of these enemies use that, particularly the one called Apocalypse in this translation, or Azul Magia in other translations. And this is why we keep those saves outside, because one back attack can mean an instant game over. Even with the sprint shoes on, one back attack is an instant game over. So I'm hoping to make it to the first save point inside here. A lot of these dungeons have enemies like that. Turn on my Turbo Y, which is the button I use to get through dialogue quickly without using the fast forward key. I spent time as a thief very early in this game with the Solo Time Mage, just so I could learn the dash ability and equip it as a secondary ability. And as soon as the thief learned the dash ability, I pulled pulled him back into a Time Mage and just kept the thief's dash ability. So I stuck that on as a secondary, just to make my game a little bit easier for me, a little bit more convenient. I don't think that transfers any thief stats or thief skills. Don't care so much about the Ankegs or the Anku Hegu. Here's where you meet the monsters of the Cleft of Dimension. These are the monsters I'll be fighting later. They introduced themselves to me very, very kindly, very nicely. Thank you. But it is absolutely possible to game over down in here. If I get hit with a roulette, it's game over for me. Or if I get a back attack, it's game over for me as well. So I guess I will heal up here in case I get hit with another back attack like that. I probably could have survived that last one had I been full health. So in case that particular combo happens again, I can do that. But if I get hit with more enemies like that, if it's a larger group and I'm in the front row, I get hit with a couple of criticals, it can be a quick game over. And I don't want to fight very many of these battles if I can avoid them, because I want to stay at level 47, although I will want to be at level 48 at least for the actual Exdeath fight. I'll get another multiplier at level 48. And I believe also, if I've done my math correctly, I should get an additional multiplier at 50 and another one at 51. So if I do have to do some grinding, I can pick up levels pretty easily and get more multipliers, again at 50 and 51. Did I do this correctly? Yes, I did. And this, is this the blood sword? Yeah, drain sword. Don't need it. I'll grab it. Here's where I'm going to be using the exit spell to get out any battle that I can't get out of quickly that I do want to leave. You can cast the exit spell to make a quick escape. And some of these enemies, I admit, it has been a little while since I have faced them, so I may take a few deaths here in this one. But I've got my my Wonder Rod is set to image status, followed by shell, which I'm going to save for the Necrophobia battle. And I have not yet set my magic lamp. And in this area, I want to pick up the Lilith Rod. I will grab a couple of the other treasures as well. I'm going to be running from most things down here, as I said, Dragon Fang. I'll have to keep an eye on my experience if I do fight some of these battles. Here's one I don't want to fight. You can see he just takes a ton of damage from these guys if he gets a back attack and stuck in the front row. And I'm going to try to be pretty stingy with my items, at least in the early part of this dungeon. You see how deadly those back attacks are? That's something that a thief does not have to worry about. They have an innate ability that prevents them from getting back attacks. So this one could be a game over if they all get attacks off. Let's see how quickly I can get a turn. Okay, I can get a turn if my exit spell off. Had I not had the sprint shoes on, that probably would have been a game over. One of the reasons I keep them on while I'm doing dungeon crawls like this. But this is basically what a battle will look like with the Time Mage. I'll fight this one so you can see what a battle looks like with this character. I'm going to, yeah, let's just go with the big guns. I have Quick and Meteo. I won't bother with Quick for now. I'll see if I can get a couple of these guys with meteor. I have the gold hairpin on, so my attacks are costing half of what they normally would. That was a confuse attack, and it was actually okay for me because I was in the back row, and the back row halves your multipliers for your attacks. Even when you're attacking yourself, you suffer back row penalties. Here's another thing I can use, and I have been using a lot throughout the game, is the heal staff. It actually will give me a little bit more than the high potion because it goes by your level, your spell level. So it does a little bit more quote-unquote damage, which is the healing. And now that I'm confused, oops, there's drag. That's the spell that sets the battle speed to speed 5. Soniku, you don't like that I chose Butts as the solo character? He's just the most convenient, in my opinion. He's always with you. Go with another meteor. These battles are not really all that worthwhile at this point. But I do not want to switch to the... Yeah, I don't want to switch to the chicken knife because I could run away. So we'll just finish it off with another meteor. A very good experience, but I don't want tons of experience down here. Let me see how much wiggle room I have for experience. Yeah, 36,000. I need to just not get 36,000 between now and... I think this is the rod that I want. So, Soniku mentioned why not teleport out of the fight. I was fighting that one just as a demonstration of what a Time Mage fight looks like at this point in the game. Just to kind of show, I don't have any other videos of this run, but that's what most of the Time Mage battles look like for me. I just wanted that at the close to the beginning of the video. Demonstration of the standard setup. Of casting regen, haste if you need it, if you're not already using the shoes, and then slow on enemies or meteor at the end of the game. So I will be teleporting and running away from most of those fights. This battle with Wood Sprite, she does some drain spells, but I think with my quick meteor combo, I should be able to get enough damage on her quickly. This is the spell Quick. Also allows you to do, once you have regen, it allows you to use unlimited healing, because you'll continue to regenerate between your quick actions. You can see Meteor's going to do about 3,000 plus, and Wall does not help. Meteor goes right through her reflecting wall. Just for fun, I'm going to see how much my chicken knife will do. I want to see how much damage I can do. I don't have that risk of running away with this boss from the back row. Okay, 7/7. And her drain spell is actually quite weak that she's countering with, so it's not really all that threatening. I'll save a little bit of MP and I'll skip the quicks for now. Just battle should be almost over. There we go. There's one boss down. And it should be okay. I don't think any of these bosses give you experience. Yeah, it's just a bunch of ABP, which of course I don't need because I've maxed out my character long ago. This is a dragon fight. I don't want to fight any of these dragon fights. I'm actually going to restore a little bit of my health in case I run into a back attack. But I don't want to deal with any of those dragon fights, so I'm glad I have the spell to get out quickly. I actually need this angel ring in here. This is part of my plan for the final encounter with Neo Exdeath. I didn't buy one earlier because I was planning on picking up that one. I'm going to use a cabin here just to get my MP back. And you know, one thing I cannot remember, I need to confirm, I think there's another coral ring I wanted in the first spot. I think it's, is it a coral ring in here? Just so I remember. Or maybe another run. Yes, it is a coral ring right there. I will have to kill off those other characters. Alright, I'll save again after having grabbed that coral ring. So one of these battles somewhere here that's not Omega. I'll have to kill off those other characters. Alright, better reset this room. Omega's really wanting to get involved here today. Let's see if we can dodge him quickly. Need him to take a step in a different direction. There we go. Alright, so this battle I will get my other characters killed off. What does he have in hand? Need to get him with something a little bit weaker that won't proc a run. Alright, so enough damage to kill her and the death proc. That's nice. Alright. And if I need to, I will just cast Exit to get out of here. Sadly, my wasting that time gave them all a chance to... Not all of them, I guess. Oh, yep, all of them. All three get a chance to act. So we'll have to heal up. That's the joy of the solo character. You can't only tent or cabin yourself. That's part of the game. Yes, there we go. Alright. And I haven't done extensive studying about a panda here. But I think he can fall to slow. And his sonic wave attack is not all that deadly because my damage is independent of level. Let me see if he is susceptible to slow. He is susceptible to slow. So he's been basically taken out of this fight. So this is a lot what a random battle looks like with the Time Mage too. Getting slow on everybody. Getting haste and regen on yourself. And then going on the offensive either with a knife, with Comet in the middle of the game, or with Meteo here at this point in the game. So you can see my regen gives me 70 hit points at this level. And I will be getting that about 2 or 3 times between enemy actions. Although this guy's drain counter will counter that just a little bit. And I may attack myself with the chicken knife here because I think that, or no, I have the assassin dagger equipped, so that's actually pretty threatening. If he has charm, I need to get the healing staff in my hand. Because had I attacked myself with the assassin dagger, and the death proc happened, would have been game over. So that's actually one of the things I'm going to do for Grand Cross, is I'm going to equip the heal staff before every... actually, I'm going to heal myself a little bit. Before each Grand Cross, I'm going to get the heal staff in my hand, and that will kind of help overcome the possible charm that you can run into. The Angel Ring will overcome Zombie and Old status. Both of those would be game enders. I think that's what I'm going to bring into the Neo Exdeath fight. Okay, so there is Apanda down. I am going to run back and save after this fight. Yes, stone is also a major concern. Oops, I need to go back. So I will be kind of fighting a little bit of RNG with Grand Cross, but Sonico, I think I have a pretty good plan for Neo Exdeath. It is going to require me dodging a couple of bad possibilities on Grand Cross. And I'm going to have to dodge Omega again here to get back to the save point, but it's going to be worth it because you can run into some nasty stuff in that next room. If I get back attacked by those ninjas that are in the air castle, that would be a game over for me, so I do need to get back in here. Well, I don't know if it's better than yours. I don't want to make any comparisons like that. I'm going to rest up here. My other characters can be targets if I do run into a pack attack, but I will, in good faith, kill them the first chance I get. But I think, and you'll see it, but I have a pretty specific plan for Neo that I think will work, but I will have to avoid a couple of game over statuses like Stone. Oops, this is probably Omega. Yep, that's Omega. Blaster takes her down. Oh, this is a can't run battle? I thought you could run away from Omega. No? Well, I could quick leak him, but I'm not going to. I could quick leak Omega, but I'm not going to bother quick leaking him. For some reason, I thought Omega was escapable. That's okay. Well, I'm glad I'm not doing a saveless single segment speedrun. That would have been run into him again. The blaster's an instant death attack. Yes, that's true. I've never really thought about that. That Omega does get just a regular random battle music. And he has the double flash fade away animation. That's why Shinryu gets the boss music, but the normal quick fade, which is why Shinryu's death fading is so hard to catch as a screenshot for the Fiesta to earn your Shinryu badge. There we go. Omega is clear. Guess I need to get those characters killed soon. But I'll have to hope for good luck on Apocalypse, because he can cast Roulette and end my game. Yeah, I'm trying to decide what battle to kill those characters in. That would have been a good one. Ooh, that's a good photo, because yeah, it's very, very quick that happens. You get, whoops, that's the heal staff. You get his name still on the screen, so you can prove that you're not just beating a crystal dragon down there. And then the purple color. That is a very tough one to grab. Well done. I can't remember who I have set to kill who. Okay, so there's her. There's her. Alright, and there's Lena. Let's see if I can just get out of here quickly. Good, I got the Guardian block. And yes, those ninjas have kind of a difficult run rate. Actually, the Guardian might not be a bad weapon to just keep equipped while I'm running from all these guys. Although having the exit spell really helps. Get it done quickly. There we go. Okay, so the Shinryu and Crystal Dragon sprites are different. I don't know if their texture is different. I don't know. For some reason, I always think of them... Yeah, I always think of them looking the same. But I almost never fight the Crystal Dragons. Almost never. Alright, let me just double check my things here. Yeah, I've got enough of that. I don't think he's going to attack me. So we should be okay, and I shouldn't have to waste... Yeah, and the running shoe should be alright. Because I don't think he does any kind of weird stuff with attacks. I don't think I'll have to block. So anything that will... Yeah, the chicken knife will bump up my agility, so that will be worth it here in this fight. So I get a few more actions. The Fiesta starts, I think it's in June sometime. He has a little countdown thing going in the website. I was thinking about going on there and just confirming it, because I want to write an article for a website about it. So I was thinking about getting that set so I can start pitching that to a couple of different websites. See if they'll take an article about it. All right, that was the first part of Quick. All right, I need to concentrate here on Apocalypse. He's got high magic defense, so I'm just gonna have to quick medio as fast as I can. Starts in 40 days from now? Okay. That's going to come on us quickly. Alright, I can't wait for that. As you can see, my medios are pretty piddly. This is going to be kind of a luck fest, but I put the chicken knife on to give me the maximum number of turns. So it's going to be quick, medio, quick, medio, as quickly as I can dump damage into this guy. Yes, this is the blue magic dude. And I know I could kill him with Venom Rods, because he takes a lot of damage to Venom Rods, but I'm going to try not to do that if I can avoid it. Ooh, roulette failed. That was lucky. That was interesting that roulette failed. Yes, Soniku, you're right. I know it's an optional fight, but I would like the save point here, because I'm also going to a fight Necrophobia, because I would like to more or less legitimately take on let's see, quick. And I'll have to go Elixir, then Medio. And I have enough Elixirs to handle that. So I would like to open the save point here, so that I can use it in case things go weird with the next couple of bosses. Yes, I'm protected from all of his level spells, because I'm level 47. So level 4 Quarter will always fail. Level 3 Flare will always fail. Level 2 Old will fail. Level 5 Death will fail, because of where my level is, but I would like to get up to level 48 before I fight Exdeath. Yep, the blue magic guy here will, he does respond to your thing, so yes, will you use Exploder on him to have him learn Exploder, and then he used it. That's pretty cool. He does have some interesting things that you wouldn't normally think of. I don't know, things that would be kind of easy to miss, I guess you would say. Alright, I'm going to quick take on the Earthquake guy before I use my cabin, because it won't take very much to kill him. As long as I avoid his Evil Eye attack, that will be an instant death. If he uses Evil Eye on me, that would be instant death. But I should be able to just dump Meteos on him, because he will just be using Gravity 100 every time he gets a turn. So as long as I keep casting Float when he uses Gravity 100... let me see how much faster I am than him. Let's see if I can avoid doing too many quicks. Alright, well thank you for stopping in. Whoops, didn't mean to cast quick. Yes, thank you for stopping in, and have a good day. I did get an accidental quick cast there. Hello, Dryzalizer. I'm sorry you're suffering insomnia, but I'm happy that you are here. I hope that my plan for Neo works out how I hope it will work out. If so, I should only just have to avoid some very, very bad luck with Grand Cross. I have pretty much everything covered. And this should be it for Catastrophe. Yes. That's it for him. I'm going to try to take on Halicarnassus without the wall ring trick. Yeah, and I know you can reflect his Gravity 100 back at him, yeah. I know you can do that. I am going to cabin up here. Yeah, I thought of that, Dryzalizer. Halfway through that fight, I was like, oh yeah, you can reflect Gravity 100 back at him while you're floating. I use that trick when I'm in a party setting, but I forgot to switch it. But yeah, just casting float is no big deal. So let me save here, and I'm gonna have to get in a fight, I think, before Halicarnassus to kill off those other characters. I'm also going to try to kill Twintania without cheesing him, but if I have to cheese him after a couple times, I will do so. And also now I am free to go ahead and gain that extra level up to 48. If I want to. So I might fight this fight real quick. I don't want the chicken knife though. And see if I can get Deathclaw to get the death proc, although I don't know if he's immune to it. Because I will get I'll get another multiplier for my chicken knife at level 48. But I had it set at 47, so that I wouldn't be vulnerable to any of Azul Magia Apocalypse's stuff. I wonder if he's immune to the death proc. Right. Well, I'll just use Meteo. Because otherwise, battles like this tend to go on a long time. That's one thing with the Solo Time Mage is battles tend to last a little while. Alright, so Deathclaw has been Berserk, so that actually makes him a lot less of a threat to me. interesting, I haven't gotten the death proc. Let's see if I can get it on one of these guys. Maybe these guys are immune to death. I've done it enough times that it ought to have procced by now. Yeah. Now I'm just curious about that. But with Halicarnassus, I could use the Wall Ring to bounce back the Holy Spell, but I think I'm going to be alright without it. Alright, let's just, whoops, not quick. I need to stop accidentally casting quick on myself. Alright, there's them. How much experience is that? 6,200. Yeah, this is a great place to get experience. So I may fight a few battles here. How close am I to 48? Yeah, 30,000. So I may fight a few battles here after I talk to Halicarnassus. And let me confirm my status here. I think this is everything I'll need. I'm going to put the chicken knife on here just for a little bit more... a little more agility. But I think Medio ought to be enough to take this guy down. Even with his frog attack that he'll lead off with. But I should actually get a turn off before his frog attack. If I start with haste, yeah. I should get a quick Medio off. And then with his first turn, it'll be Froggy or Ribbit or whatever it's called. And his magic defense, her magic defense, not nearly as much as Apocalypse. You can see Medio is doing really good damage. There's the frog song. So now it's just going to be quick Medio, and I should take him out before he even gets wholly off. Ever consider wearing the dark armor? Do I have the white on? I thought I had dark on. Maybe I don't have dark on. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I was playing around with those, and yeah, you're right. The Time Mage, very little actually applies to their magic power stat. So I thought I had the one on that gives me a little bit more magic defense. Let me take a look after this. Oh, the dark garb. Oh, I picked it up. Yeah. I think it's called dark. Yeah, I picked it up. Can the Time Mage equip that? I don't know if the Time Mage can equip the dark. Let me see. Oh, I think I sold it because I looked at it and I don't think... Yeah, see this one... Yeah, like I don't need the vitality because your vitality with the equipment doesn't work correctly. I guess I'm not sure, Dries. I thought for some reason maybe I couldn't equip the dark. That may have been in the same category as Mirage Vest, which I also thought I could equip. But I cannot equip the Mirage Vest, sadly. Alright, I think I am going to take these guys on. If I run into trouble, I can always escape quickly. But I do need a little bit more experience, so I'll fight these guys. Yes, and let's go back to the Assassin Dagger. because I don't want to accidentally run from these guys. And they might actually be susceptible to the death proc. These guys might. And I'm glad I'm in the back row here, sitting where I am. Haven't gotten the death proc yet from the Assassin Dagger. And they're bringing my guys a zombie. Ugh. Oh, so yeah, Dry Slicer. Actually, I did a lot of haste casting on myself earlier in the game, and I will be doing it with a couple of bosses where I need certain accessories. Sad I haven't gotten the death proc. Let me see if X Zone works with these guys. It does work with these guys. Okay, I will just do that then. Oh, that's okay. I'm glad that's not a confusion attack. I thought that was. I was just a little bit nervous. Yeah, and now those other characters are going to gain a ton of levels now, and it's going to cut my experience. Yeah, and I it's only been the last dungeon or so that I've been using these shoes, because I've been using Elf Cape a lot. I've been using a lot of different accessories. Where's my Revivifies? I forgot that those guys get experience on those battles, which is not great. So let me head back here and save. I know it's unfortunate, because I wanted the experience on my character, and then of course I don't want them to end the game at, yeah, like level 10 and 11. Which is not awesome. So if I fight another battle on the way up to Twintania, I will I'll let them get killed in that fight, in this fight here, before I X-zone both of these guys. Oops, I forgot to use a cabin. I'll have to go back and use a cabin after this, because I need all my my MP for Twintania, but at least I'll get a good handful of experience from these guys. And then I'll have to kill those characters off again. Alright, what's the experience of these guys? 4,800. Pretty good. Oh, an Ice Brand I can't use, because I would like to get to 48. And once I enter the area after Twintania, there's, of course, no more experience to be had. This is the last point of the game where you can earn experience. And I'm going to get rid of the Assassin Dagger. Chicken Knife to give me a little bit more agility. Did I save too? After that. Not this one. This is the first time I've been in the Cleft for a while. I haven't played this game in a long time, actually, so... I need to just remember my way around. Let's see, are the Death Claw guys susceptible to X-Zone? They are. What part of this was the hardest part? I mean, actually, it would be something like Crayclaw, I believe it or not not Crayclaw, Carlboss at the very beginning was probably the hardest. Just about everything else I had a plan for. I broke, like I said, I broke rods. I broke one rod when I took on Soul Cannon, just to avoid having to buy another angel, or to buy an angel ring. I did buy a flame ring, but I didn't want to grind up to get an angel ring, to avoid the old status, and the one lightning rod took off the launcher's part of Soul Cannon. So then I could just face the cannon by myself. But yeah, the hardest part, I had to do a good amount of grinding to be able to survive the Carl boss fight, strangely enough. But it has been a lot of fun coming up with with a plan for all the other fights. And yeah, last night I was working for a while making a Neo Exdeath spreadsheet. I also did read Sola's report, seeing how Ferris is going to gain a ton of levels. Here's that zombie leveling again. And I get just a piddly amount of experience for it. And now Ferris is alive, which I do not want her to be. But I think the Exdeath fight's going to be fun. So stick around for that. And I have to kill off Ferris before I meet Quintania. I have to get in a fight out here. Well, this might... Okay, that'll kill off Ferris. This actually might kill off me. Alright, had Deathclaw landed, that would have been game over right there. But at least now I'll get to go fight Quintania. I guess I should have picked up a little bit more experience. This morning, I picked up enough experience to get me to level 47. I was at 41 this morning, and I went down to the sea trench and put the Sage Staff on and just pounded those enemies on fast forward up to 47. It only took me a few minutes. So here we go. It's gonna be... I'm gonna try him the legit way. So I'm gonna wall ring, and I'm gonna be casting the quick medio on him. And Chicken Knife should let me get some more turns. I'm gonna try to actually do this to avoid getting to his Giga Flare attack. Let's see though. That was rough. Alright, so it's gonna be regen. Oop, you know what? Shoot, I forgot I had the wall ring on, so now he's in regen. Oops, never mind. That was silly of me. When I missed my slow. I already messed this fight up. I forgot I had the wall ring on. I've not used that hardly at all. Like with Omniscient, I didn't use the wall ring. I used stop and then attacks with a Chicken Knife. Alright, so there's slow on him. Hey, reset, you're right. That's a good idea. I am gonna do that because I wasted all that MP. You're right, reset, I will do that. Alright, and I'll take that attack. I'll take that attack over Snowstorm. Very good idea, Dryzlizer. I haven't done reset very much, I have to say. Alright, and there's slow landing on the first time. I'm taking screenshots because I'm saving up a lot of this. And there's the reflected Mega Flare. Very good. And it looks like he countered it in the middle of quick. That's interesting too. He countered the slow with his Mega Flare in the middle of quick. Yeah, if he gets to powering up for Giga Flare, I might do reset again. Because I haven't done that very much. There's the counter. So this is basically a 5th Meteor hit on him. An Atomic Ray. Will he be healed by that? Yeah, okay, nope. If I physically attack him, he'll get me, I think it's Tidal Wave, I think he does for physical attacks. But more good Meteor damage rolls should help me get him before he gets to Giga Flare. And if he continues to counter with Mega Flare. I agree, Dryzlizer. I didn't realize that I've never seen a counter happen in the middle of quick. It is strange how they work. I think it's kind of cool that they work in the middle of quick. but it's something extra you have to think about. Let's hope he goes on this one so I don't have to use an elixir. See if this is going to be enough. We double Mega Flares. That's cool. One must have been the counter. Wow, he just keeps countering himself. Look at this. He's just pouring counter damage into himself. And I don't actually have enough to do another one. So I guess I'll just use one of my elixirs. I didn't want to have to do that, but looks like I have to. But that's okay, I've got plenty of elixirs. If I need more than like 25 elixirs for the Exdeath battle, then I'm definitely doing something wrong. He ought to be close, because I know he's got a lot of hit points. There we go. Alright, so it was just one more that he needed. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to head back and save. And I'm going to fight just a couple of battles to get up to 48. A Tinkerbell. That's fun. Yeah, he almost nailed himself with his counters before. He had Mega Flare, and then Mega Flare, and then Mind Blast on himself, and I'm guessing Mind Blast put him into leak status temporarily, which is also kind of cool. And yeah, I've got plenty of HP and MP to get back to the save point. Yeah, I've heard of him getting into a counter loop. I've heard of that, and I think we saw just a little bit of the counter loop there, didn't we? Alright, I'm going to take a brief break just for a second here, and then I'll fight a few battles to get up to 48. But I will take just a quick break and be right back. Okay, I am back, and while I was gone, it looks like Ark checked in. Hello, Ark. Thank you for joining me today. Yes, it is not a white mage solo. That would be a little bit crazy. I'm hoping to finish up Neo today. I need to fight just a couple of battles here to get up to level 48. Yeah, so it should be about 4 or so battles up here to get to 48. Oops, I still have my wall ring on. I need to change my equipment. You did 4 Time Mages, Arc? I do remember that, I think. I think I saw you, you said you had done that. And I'm actually going to put on stuff that will help me avoid a lot of that damage. Yeah, sometimes Arc, it's hoping for good RNG, but I've had a pretty good plan for most things I've run into here, so it's actually been quite fun putting this run together. The only time I've really had to do any grinding is at the beginning with Carl Boss to have enough to run into Oh, that's right, I forgot you can fight Ramu here. To have enough oomph to take down Carl Boss, and then I want to get to 48 because I'll get a couple more multipliers. If I get to 48, that will help me with the final battle, with the plan I have for the final battle. Oh, that's it. That's game. That can always happen up here too. That's actually the first time that one of those guys has gotten Deathclaw to land. They've tried it a bunch of times and haven't yet. The easy place to pick up those levels is down in the sea trench, but oh, this one might be another. This is another game over here. That's where I gained some levels this morning, was in the sea trench, but I didn't want to be level 48 when I fought Apocalypse. I wanted to be 47. But 48 gives me more multipliers. So I just need to get a couple battles. I don't know why it's being so nasty to me. I'll put my running shoes back on. Just so I can get a turn more quickly at the beginning of these battles. But I have a Exdeath and Neo Exdeath that I think is going to work out with only minor RNG needs. Oh, I'm surprised I'm not landing slow on these guys. I wasn't thinking that fighting these battles was going to be as threatening as it's turned out to be. So maybe it'll just be quick, medio. Just try to get these guys quick. There should be only 5 or 6 battles to take these guys down. $3,800. All right, I've got enough for another quick medio fight. There we go. Yes, Almagest is less of a threat, and I figured out the odds I have of landing old on that piece, and I should have about 12 or 13% odds to land old on that piece. And I have about the same odds to land slow on the front piece. So I should be able to, with using quick, I should be able to get old on that guy and slow on the front piece without too much trouble before I start pounding on. Well, it's slim, but it's not that slim. 12 or 13%, better than 1 in 10. That's actually better than I thought it was going to be. So with quick, I should be able to get it without too many tries. I know it's going to be a little bit reliant on landing it quickly, but using quick, I think it'll be all right. If I just do a quick, slow, quick, slow, quick, slow, should be more than enough to get me there. And the same thing with old. So once I get the Almagest piece olded, and the front piece slowed, I'm gonna go to work on the Grand Cross piece, and I'm gonna use quick actually to jump out into the first row to do a couple of attacks, and then get out of there. And get out of the first row. Yes, and I'm going to... I'm going to try to get the other parts not killing me, and then go after the Grand Cross piece. But I plan to wear an angel ring that should help out with that one is old and zombie, but like berserk and stone and death will still kill me. So those will be bad still. So there will still be some statuses that will be instant deaths. Yeah, and the Grand Cross part, I would have to hit it a lot really fast. Yeah, you have to do a ton of damage to it quickly, probably more damage than I'll be able to do to it. So I don't know if I can actually make it skip. Sadly, it's... Yeah, I was just thinking that, Ark. You have to really be doing many thousands of damage very quickly to get it to go through its process. Okay, so there's the level I need. So I'm going to just run from these fights. And I won't need to fight another battle, another random battle the rest of the game. I don't think. I will get another multiplier. I would get another one at level 50 and another one at 51, but I don't think I'll need it. I don't think I'll need it. Yeah, I'm actually not planning on using Meteos for the Grand Cross part. I'm actually planning on using the chicken knife. And at level 48, the chicken knife will do, let's see, to the Grand Cross part. From the back row, it will do 1,067. And in the front row, it'll do 2134. So it should take about 26 front row hits or 52 back row hits to kill it. So I'm going to be kind of mixing in, jumping out into the front, attacking while between physical attacks and vacuum waves from the hopefully slowed front part. I can jump out for a couple of chicken knife attacks and then get back into the back row and heal up before that hits. I'm also planning on setting up Protect and Shell and Blink during the first part of the Exdeath battle from the Wonder Rod. Now that'll probably get dispelled, but it'll at least be there for the very beginning of the fight when it's most dangerous, when I might not have old status set on the back piece and what have you. Yeah, see, I can't even kill my guys in one hit anymore. They gain so many levels from those zombie levels, I can't even kill them in one hit. But right now I have the Wonder Rod set up for Necro. So, Ark, I know it sounds dicey, but I think once I know how many actions I can get between front row vacuum wave attacks, once I know that, I think I'll be okay. Like, if I know I can jump out and get 3 turns of quick attack, quick attack, quick attack, and then quick row attack, or quick attack row, I guess it would be. Once I know how much of that I can do, I think I'll be able to get the Grand Cross part down. And I might be totally wrong, and I might have to rethink about it, but... Wow, shoot, I didn't mean to kill this guy. give my body bags legendary weapons to have them take each other out more quickly. Yeah, I could do that. I should do that actually. Yeah, I could use the mass immune. I didn't mean to beat Gilgamesh with my guy still alive. I thought he would get an attack or two off. I didn't know it was going to be just one round on him. I'll have to get those other guys dead before I run into Necro. Yeah, let's see if I can give her something better than the Epee. How about the Excalibur? And something better than the Airblade for her. How about the Holy Lance? My plan... Oh, was that Excalibur? I must have given her Excalibur. My plan of action for Necro is to, in the first turn, give myself Shell with the Wonder Rod, which is already set up for Shell. Actually, will give me Image, then Shell. And then use Meteo or the Assassin Dagger to take out... Well, I can't... Not the Assassin Dagger. I'll just use Meteo to take out the barriers with Shell. And then quick Meteo on the man himself. And I have to hope for something like the Hurricane Vacuum Wave combo not to land before I've been able to dump enough damage on him with quick Meteo. And that's a little bit dicey. But then I will actually have to do a little bit of Wonder Rod resetting. So I will have a little bit of fighting to do to reset the Wonder Rod to where I want it. Because actually we'll want it set up before Protect. Just before Protect. Because for the final Exdeath battle I would like to use it to get Protect. So that's another fun thing about using Quick, is that you can get through the progression of the Wonder Rod faster. So that's what actually is letting me do that in the Exdeath battle. I'm planning on using Quick to get myself quickly from Protect to Image and Shell with the Wonder Rod, in hopes that will work. And I can do that before I get White Hole. Will Banish work in the barriers? Oh, I guess it might. I don't know. I can try. That's a really, really good idea, because that might not be reflectable. Because, like, I can't use the Assassin Dagger, because that death will reflect off of them. But X-Zone might not be reflectable. I don't know, either way I'll want Shell for myself. So we'll do that. I'll get Image and Shell on for myself. Yeah, I know they're susceptible to it. And you can bounce stuff off of yourself onto them. So let's see if X-Zone works on them. So this should be Image. And this should be Shell. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see if it works. Let's see if it's reflectable. It is reflectable. Okay. Yeah, so X-Zone is reflectable. So I'm gonna have to get him with Meteo. Ooh, I hope that... Okay, 512. I might be really close on hit points for these guys. I might be really close on hit points. Yeah, I'll have, looks like, just enough hit points to survive. Alright, I'm glad. I was actually wondering about that. I wanted to make sure I had enough hit points to tank all 4 of their flares. And I think I'm hitting. Yeah, I mean, I could bounce X-Zone off myself. I mean, obviously I can't right now in this particular battle because I'm not wearing the wall ring in this one. But if things get ugly, I could try that. If things do get dicey for me. If I do end up having to reset. So let's see how many Meteos it takes before I start. Once I get one of these guys down, that front one might go down this turn. Nope. $626. Ooh, yeah, so I might not have enough hit points to survive 4 of their elemental spells. Yeah, no, I don't. Okay. So that's good to know. I don't quite have enough hit points to survive their 4 elemental spells. So I will have to try bouncing X-Zone off of myself. That's what I'll have to do. All right. Yes. Yeah, so buffs I could still get my shell and image off. Yeah. I gotta get those guys dead somehow, but yeah, that's true. I can still get all that stuff bounced. Yeah, their elemental damage. I never thought that would be more than flare and holy on me, but it was just enough with all 4 of them. I think it's just the 1 elixir I want, so I'm gonna skip the pinwheels. Yeah, no, you've got to do weird things in the Fiesta. Things like bouncing the Assassin Dagger death spells and stuff like that. You've got to worry about stuff like that. Yeah, and I agree, Dryzalizer. It is unfortunate. If I could have got just one of those barriers dead, it would have been much better. If I could have just gotten one of them out of the way. What's the Rune Axe do to Ferris? Well, let's see if Ferris misses herself. Nope. Is X-Zone the least accurate? Is it like 75%? I don't know its base accuracy. Now, I mean, thankfully I am 48, so it's pretty, you know, my level's higher than it would be in a party setting. Yeah, I don't like hitting yourself with the Assassin Dagger. I don't like that. Especially with those guys dumping so much damage into me, even with Shell. I don't like the idea of doing more damage. Alright, X-Zone's only 50, huh? Well, Quick should help that. Quick should help me get more of those on. So that might be that. This will probably work. Even with 50%, I should be all right. And then I just have to hope that I'm okay with Necrophobia, that I don't get a bad luck on Hurricane Vacuum Wave combo. I mean, I know image status won't last very long with me, but I don't have a way to do elemental damage to him outside of rods, which I'm going to try to stay away from rods. And yeah, that's true. My Meteo can, or Meteo and X Zone can target Necro, which is not good, of course. That's all right. If I die again, I'm going to go back. And you like Golem here? Golem's not a bad idea. There's merit to Golem. I'm going to see if I can do it without Golem, because I'm going to have to be resetting my Wonder Rod. I don't want to have to reset the Magic Lamp. I don't want to have to go back out. Yeah, and I'm just gonna... Yeah, it would be only Necro alone, but I'm not gonna... I don't think I'm gonna try Breaking Rods. I don't think I brought any with me. I did bring some Venom Rods because I wanted to create a save down here and do some quick leaking attempts off stream just to see what it looks like. I want to beat it legitimately here and then try some quick leaking things off stream. But let me concentrate on my setup here. I don't know about Zen-Azuken for that. Alright, let me make sure. Let me take a look. Got my setup. Alright, so I've got... I need the wall ring. Okay, and then I can get my buffs. The Wonder Rod there to start, and then I'll have to put the Guardian Dagger in my hand quickly. Alright, so let me bounce my buffs. Alright. There's Image and Shell. I should be able to tank all 4 of these. And then I will start attempting to bounce X zones off of myself. Also, X-Zone might not hit these guys. If these guys are... Yeah, if these guys are heavy, X-Zone might hit them. It might just be that they don't have the immunities. Well, let's find out. Let's find out quick. I'm gonna just pull up my algorithms guide. Sorry about this. I'm just going to pull up the barriers. No, it's okay. Alright, Necrophobia. And barriers. Yeah, let's see. Creature type, they are heavy. Okay, creature type is heavy. They just don't have those immunities. Okay, yep. So I think I am gonna have to go with quick medio again. But I need to haste myself here too. That's okay. Yep, and there's the last one. I could always go in with a fire ring. All right, so after this one, I'm gonna beat Gilgamesh, and then I'm gonna come back and save. Because it might take a couple of attempts on Necrophobia here before we can kind of talk and think our way to a solution with him. Because I always could... I always forget I need to put stronger stuff in the hands of these guys so they can kill themselves off more quickly. I'm not... Yeah, I'm gonna try not to save states, if I can. I'm gonna try to do it as... the bell didn't do enough damage. I wanted to see what the bell could do to Ferris. Alright. That's fine. I mean, I might create one, but... I'll see what we can do. Because the Meteo thing, you know, I might get good luck with, you know, you have to hope for good luck with Meteos to do enough damage to take at least one of them out after that first round. You want at least one of them dead. But I'll beat Gilgamesh here, and then I'll go back and save. Just so that it's an easier time. You won't hold it against me? Well, it's good to know. See if I can do this without quicks. Yeah, in the fight itself, absolutely I would not. But to save walking time, I might. But I'll try not to if I can avoid it. Let's see if this is enough. Not quite. Pretty bad damage rolls on all four of those. Alright. So after this Gilga fight, I'm going to go back and save. But yeah, the barriers are definitely heavy. And as a very last resort, I could do something like attack myself and hope to bounce a death spell off. Alright, so Gilga the third time. Let's hope is our last. Alright, since we're on stream, maybe I will just make a save state before the fight, so we don't have to watch the walking time. I haven't used save states yet on this one, but I might do it just to save walking time on stream for the for this video. Death and Stone are a ways away, because I'm at Blink and Shell, and then I would have to go through all of the black spells. I'd have to go through Fire, Ice, Lightning, Fire 2, Ice 2. So that's not probably going to happen. You are a corruptor, yes. Now, let's see if we can get better luck with Meteos. Let's see if we can get one of the barriers to go down to one of all those Meteos. I'll have to eat the first round of Flare/Holy. I mean, unless I can get. I mean, maybe I'll put my Fire Ring on, and then I'll use. But I might put my Fire Ring on, and then anything but Bolt will be okay, and then I can bounce Haste off of myself. I can bounce Haste off of the barriers and so I can still get Haste onto myself. And I might just have to do that quickly. Let me try it. I'll create my save state here. Actually, I need to heal myself up first. Alright, there's my save state. So let's see if I can use Quick to get myself hasted, shelled, protected quickly here. So I'll still have to eat the flares and holies, but the fires and ices should be fine. Now, they'll definitely cast their round of stuff here now. But I should be able to quick elixir haste. Or quick haste elixir. All right, so let's do that. Quick. Oops, I want haste. Elixir. Okay, so I'm thinking now I should be okay. Quick. And I might as well regen myself. Regen and then Meteo. Alright. I think this is gonna be good. I think this is gonna be good. If they stick to fire and ice, we'll be okay. As long as they don't get like 4 bolts. Yeah, there we go. So Fire 3 will be okay. Yeah, Arc, I was bouncing just... I was doing it with the Wonder Rod. I know, I was doing it with the Wonder Rod, and I was like, I'll just keep doing it. I'll just bounce it. Just because. Bouncing is fun. Okay, cool. So this, yeah, the Fire 3. Yeah, it doesn't help a ton. But yeah, I should be well protected from their elemental stuff, and I think I will heal myself a little bit just to play it on the safe side, in case they do switch to something sinister. I won't rely on regen only to heal myself. And then I'm going to switch to the Guardian Dagger when it goes over to Necro. So hopefully I can block some of his stuff. Yeah, because if we get... Yeah. I'm glad I healed up, because 4 holies with almost full health would not be good. But as long as I get full health, I'm fine. Alright, cool. We'll be good. And now just to save MP... I'll do quick Meteo Elixir. See if I can actually get one this time. The Lilith Rod. Does it cast Osmos when you use it as an item? I don't know what the effectiveness of Osmos is. I've never, to be honest, I've never really used Osmos very much. Even in the Fiesta, I never really had a reason to use Lilith Rod to cast Drain. So I really don't know on that one. Okay, drains MP. Yeah, that I don't know. Oh, I should have switched my weapon, but I'll be able to do it now. I'll be able to do the weapon switch now. Alright, flash, no big deal. Where's my Guardian? There it is. Okay, cool. Guardian is in hand. And now it's just, we're just gonna dump as much damage as we can into this guy. Yeah, I would guess they have a lot of MP, too. I don't know how much it would take. Well, they do run out eventually, though. Like, you can... I've seen in some of the variants, you can run them out of MP if you just, are really generous with your elixirs. So it must not be something like Omni, where it would take hours and hours and hours. Yep, I agree. Ooh, good. So, look at that. 2 Guardian blocks in a row. You would break rod on this guy and not feel too bad? Well, I wouldn't feel too bad probably either, but we'll see if I can get him. Block. Okay, so there's my image. There's my image block. So I have one fewer image block. I can also use the quick scum to get health back. The quick regen scum to get health back. My regen continues to tick. Yeah, it is tough to see the readout so low on damage. There it is. There we go. So GG Necro. So it did take the flame ring to be able to survive the elemental stuff. I know I could Venom Rod to scum it up, and I do have Venom Rods with me because I wanted to do some experimenting after I beat the game legitimately here. I wanted to play around a little bit off stream with Venom Rods and see what kind of havoc I can do with it to finish up the variant. But I don't want to quick leak anything on stream because it would take hours, you know, of course. Yep. Time for the Exdeath dice roll. Let me get my spreadsheet back up and my calculator ready to go. Let's just let this guy go. So I'm gonna update some things on my spreadsheet. So yeah, so I'm level 48. So my chicken knife multiplier is 22 in the front row and 11 in the back row. I should do to the Grand Cross part about 2134 damage from the front row and 1067 from the back. So it should take me about 52 back row hits or 26 front row hits. The chance to land old is going to be 14% on the bottom. The chance to land old is going to be 14% on the bottom. And then getting slow on the front part is going to be 15%. So it's going to depend on, once I get to Neo, if we get through white hole, which I know that's an issue. Or you know what I can do? I can get through my Wonder Rod a little bit while we're doing this. I'm going to have to reset the Wonder Rod anyway. I should have been doing that before, because I do have to cycle the Wonder Rod back to Protect. At least the way I'm planning to do it now. I want to cycle the Wonder Rod back to Protect. Yeah, Gilgamesh is a very classy guy. We all know that. Gilga is a classy guy. We all know that. Yeah, I should have been going through the Wonder Rod there before, but I will have to get it back to Protect, which won't take too long. I can use Quick to use it twice per turn and all that stuff, so it should be fine. I'll fight something here that I can cast Stop on and get it worked around. All right. Oh, this is not what I wanted. Back attack is not what I wanted with this thing. Now I'm paralyzed. I wanted to have control over this fight. Blast it. Yeah, I would wonder about that too. Yeah, this is probably going to be a game over here. I never actually got a turn. Never actually got an action from those guys. Just need to get into a battle where I can cast stop on just one enemy and beat him down for a while. Yeah, I forgot to put the running shoes on. I forgot to put them on, and I actually forgot to put them on in this fight, too. I was just thinking that. Forgot to put my running shoes on. And there's paralysis again, because I forgot my running shoes. You got ghoul scratched to death. You got a ghoul over. We all know what ghoul overs are like. Running into those. All right. He is stopped. That's a legit ghoul over. That's a real ghoul over. I love it. All right, reflect. Ooh, actually, that's bad. Oh, well, he's casting stuff on himself, reflecting it right back at me. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's tough with those, the way those ghouls will do that to you. I bet he's still reflected. I bet he's still reflected. Let's see. Yeah, he is still reflected. And I'm berserked. Oh no, I forgot berserk was next. Jeez, this is wacky. I guess it's a good way to get your Wonder Rod going quickly. Berserk yourself. And have it bounce wholly back onto you. Jeez. That's a fun way to go. That's a fun way to go. This is a disaster. Something as simple as, let's just reset this Wonder Rod, has turned into a disaster. Let me run back to where the enemies are sane. I'm gonna go back to where the enemies are normal and sane. Yeah, that's gonna be a highlight. That's definitely gonna be a highlight. I totally forgot what was going on. I was like, I'm on the white spells, I'll just go. It's like, oh, she was reflect. Like, that's a really bad one to land on him, because now I'm gonna have to go into the black spells, and I can't cast them on myself or on him. But I forgot that I still had Berserk, and I guess with Berserk coming up, I could take a stab at Shinryu. Yeah, well, this game can get silly. Also, I mean, it's partially my fault, you know. Well, it's a lot my fault. Not even partially my fault. It is all my fault for not remembering what was next. So I got to remember, reflect is next. So I'm going to head back to where the enemies are a little less deadly. to solo characters. Although in the area just before us, it's stuff like maybe if I fight one of those Belphegor things here, that would help. If I can get into a battle with one of those Belphegor things, I should be able to stop them for a reasonable amount of time. See, not a crystal dragon. I want stuff that can't, you know, kill me with statuses and hard hits and charm and all this other crap. So yeah, if I can get into a battle with one of those, with Iron Claw dudes. Actually, I'm gonna come down here and save down here. Fight goblins next to the portal. Okay, see, I was thinking Belphegor's would be... Yeah, I'd rather not go through the entire dungeon again, so I don't want to go all the way back out and... I'm just going to refill my health. I'd rather not go all the way back through the cleft. I'd like to just get into a battle, because I have stop, get into a battle with, like, one reasonable enemy, or an enemy set that I can reasonably just cast stop on them and just, with haste, dump a bunch of low-level black magic spells onto them. Again, it's something that, like, you would think it should be a normal chore, and with a party scenario, it's not so bad. If I can just get it to the one Deathclaw guy by himself, that should be alright, but... There's the Tinkerbell. I forgot she still had that equipped. Alright, see, these guys aren't too bad. These guys aren't so bad. So as long as they don't do some kind of nasty game-ending status on me, I can just do this stuff. So it's Reflect. And look, they cast Berserk. And they cast Doom. Yeah, I got a Tinkerbell. Look, they stopped. Yes, I got a Tinkerbell from Twintania. Alright, so I think that's... One of these is going to be Holy. Alright, there's Holy. Okay. So I'm going to head back and save after that, because that's the end of the... Yeah, well, I know. I threw the Tinkerbell onto Ferris just because it looked fun. Whoops, don't want to talk to those guys. Alright, so there's Holy. I'm through the white spells. Rune Bell is a good one. I think I sold the Rune Bell to get a little bit more money for another elixir, I think, before I came down. I think that's what I did. Yeah. Okay, so you wish you get a bell from your geomancer. Actually, I should have been quick X-Zone, X-Zone. I should have done, instead of... I should have done quick X-Zone, X-Zone. Quick. Yeah, you're right. Geo would be perfect for Omni. See, this is what I wanted to get all these guys before Deathclaw could come in, but it's okay. Nope, I want to heal. Just want to get this down to one Deathclaw, please. No? Not gonna happen? Just want it down to one Deathclaw, that's all. I'm gonna run out of MP. Maybe the Deathclaws aren't, maybe they're not susceptible to X-Zone. So I'll see if I can run into a Belphegor in the next area. If those guys are susceptible to stop, and I fight them in reasonable numbers, because those other guys that can cast Doom scare me. Those Furies that can cast Doom, they scare me a little bit. And then if I can't use X-Zone on the Deathclaws, and they have the Deathclaw ability anyway. I just need something that I can cycle my Wonder Rod. Oops. Sorry, I bumped the fast forward button there. Call that a force of habit. I've been using that a lot. I had a battle with two Chimeras before. I don't know if I've seen a Belphegor today. Yep, can't put the ribbon on. Sadly. Yeah, I wish I could. That'd be great. Then I could fight all those death things I wanted all day. That's the problem with just like trying to find a random battle that's relatively safe down here. You just can't find them very easily for a solo character. These are things that you don't often think about. Okay. These guys are the Chimeras, I think, that I want to take a look at. And let's see if they are... Can they be X-zoned? No, they can't. I don't think. Alright, well, they're slow. And, alright, they just have a high attack, looks like. Alright, can I'd like to just face one of them here. Yikes. So even with my higher levels, I'm having a hard time with these guys. Actually, you know what? Let's reset this battle. So I know not to cast the X zone there. And I'll just I'll try medioing to get down to 1. Alright, that works. Oh, these guys have an Aegis shield as their steel. That's cool. So you could farm another one if you really wanted one. Alright, there's one dead. Okay. Alright, that's a move I wouldn't mind running into. Yeah, that's I wanted to get down to 1, but old's a good idea. Cool. And I'll regen myself. Alright, and now I can go to work. With the Wonder Rod. So it should just be... Oh, that was Dispel, I think. I think that was Dispel, so I'm gonna have to re-old him and re-slow him. Shoot, I forgot Dispel was next. I gotta get away from... I gotta get out of these white spells so I can just go on the offensive with these guys. And I need to slow him again, because I think I dispelled his slow. Alright, now we should be able to just go to work. Yikes. Yeah, Dispel kills the debuffs. I forgot that Dispel was after Holy. I was like, oh, Holy, cool. I'll just move on now that I've cast Holy. Forgetting that Dispel was after that. Okay, now we're onto the black. Fire. Ice. Bolt. Count them up with me. Atomic Ray. See, that's weird that wasn't doing 1100 damage like it was before. There's Venom. Something. Fire 2. Okay, alright, well. At least we got it to Fire 2. Old gets rid of their multiplier. Old cuts down their... because it brings their level and their ability to 1. So Old cuts down their multiplier. Alright, so here's another battle of guys that I want to fight. Yeah, lowers level and agility down to 1. Eventually. So that kills their M number. Wow. Are these guys immune to slow? I wonder. Let's see if I can't hit one with a direct target.